What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and I am holding in my hands here a black pastel Mojave Het Clown. It's also a spider, and it is 50% het hypo. And this female laid for me 60 days ago. And what that means is that we have a clutch that just hatched out. It was a small one. It was our first clutch she's laid ever. It was 3 eggs. They all hatched out. I'm going to show you what we got because I've been dying to get black pastel into clown for so long. We'll see if we hit it. I bred to this female let me see if we got him over here. Yes, we do. This is a pastel banana Mojave clown that's also had hypo. It was actually sold to me as a super pastel visual clown hypo, but it turns out it wasn't. I've bred them a couple years now. Sometimes you get snakes you buy and they're not really what they say they're going to be, and that's it is what it is. But he's a gorgeous, gorgeous little boy, and he makes great babies. So I bred these two together with the idea of getting hopefully banana black pastel clowns, because that's in my mind what I visualized when I first bought this female a couple of years ago from Justin Kabilka, believe it or not. And let's see what we got. I mean, this is a great pairing. 3 eggs. Obviously, the odds are not going to be quite as good. The only thing I was concerned about is Mojave to Mojave. And we know what Mojave to Mojave forms. That's a blue-eyed leucistic. So that's always a possibility. 1 out of 4 chance of getting that. Let's see what this clutch showed us. All right, so we had 3 really nice babies. I want to show you now. They finally shed out. Once again, this is from the black pastel Mojave clown het hypo to the black pastel Mojave spider het clown. And obviously we knew this was going to happen. We were going to get a super Mojave in there. We did. This is the weirdest looking super Mojave I've ever seen, however. Super Mojave is a blue-eyed leucistic. This looks like a super fire, black-eyed leucistic, although it does look super Mojave because you can see the purple in the head. I would not be surprised if there's black pastel in here. I would also not be surprised if this was a visual clown, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. I'm not. It's patternless, so this could be a visual clown. I believe there's probably some spider in here, because spider usually will lighten things up also quite a bit. It reduces color and pattern. I would say I'm gonna have to put this under a black light at some point. I did. It was really hard to tell. I don't know. I'm gonna wind up having to keep this more than likely because I'm afraid it is a clown. So that's super Mojave. I would say banana because it is a male. I see a rubyish looking eye, and I think that's what's changing that eye color from blue to more of a reddish, darker color. So I would call this a banana. And there's good potential for pastel in here too, because both parents were pastel. Or actually, no, one of the parents was pastel, one was black pastel. It's crazy. There's a lot of possible in this. This could be a gold mine, this snake, especially if it turns out to be a visual clown. Let's see, maybe we'll put it under a black light and take a look at it. Let's look at some of the other stuff we got. There was only 3 babies, so here's a visual clown we did hit on. Really, really nice. I would say obviously this is spider just by the reduced pattern. I would say this is probably pastel. I don't think it's black pastel. This is a female. We did not hit the banana on this one. I love spider clowns because they really have a really reduced pattern. I like this little jagged looking barbed wire look to them. There's obviously no banana in this. And really nice looking female here. Some nice contrast, especially among the top saddles. Once again, we didn't hit the black pastel on this one because this would be a lot darker. The grand prize of the litter, however, of the clutch, I should say, is this baby. Look at this thing. Holy mackerel. So that's going to be black pastel, banana, clown, in the very least. I don't know what else could possibly be in there. I don't think it's pastel. Also, it doesn't look like a pewter to me. And I don't think there's any Mojave in there. But you would swear, I would swear that there was Orange Dream in there if I didn't know better. There's no Orange Dream in that. I mean, that snake is so orangey. Now, we know that banana could do that, but I think it's just the banana with the black pastel. Obviously, is creating this purple. We know that. Banana and black pastel make a lot of purples. The clown, reduces, color and pattern anyway, and I think we're just getting an amazing, amazing looking, epistasis reaction. Epistasis is the way two genes react with each other and they create something better than the single genes themselves. Just a tremendous amount of purple in that head, on the whole dorsal striping. It's a lot of pattern. It's very busy. There's like a good blushing down here. I don't know what else can be in here. I really don't. I mean, I don't think this is spider because we would have a lot more reduction in pattern. This is just a really, really nice looking thing. I mean, it could potentially be a pewter, which would be a black pastel banana clown. I don't know though. I wouldn't bank on that. So I'm super happy with the way this came out. The whole clutch was really good, even though it was small. Let's get this guy back here in the picture so we get a nice little group shot here. 3 snakes came out good. It was a very small mother. And I'm happy that we got this turned out this way. I mean, I can't be happier. Obviously, this is a male, this banana guy. And he's going to go into the breeding rotation for sure. Black pastel clown. Man, you can't go wrong with that. That is and you add banana in there, that's a really, really powerful combination. All right, this snake was driving me crazy. I had to figure out what was going on, and then it hit me. The mother of this snake was 50% head hypo, and the father was 100% head hypo. Well, turns out the mother was actually 100% head hypo because this snake is definitely a hypo clown. Pablo, who works for me, he suggested it, and then it hit me. I said, holy, he's right. So we got a hypo clown that's black pastel and banana here. And my daughter Shayla, you love that snake, huh? You have good taste, very good taste. 2 years old, she's got great taste. So that explains it. That's where all these wacky colors are coming from. This is a visual hypo clown that's banana and black pastel. Amazing. I love it. I have to believe that. I have a feeling that the other 2 snakes might have hypo in them as well, because they're also very, very light. I'll have to see how they grow up. But this snake is no doubt a hypo clown with banana and black pastel. When you get these surprises that happen, it's so exciting because, how long would it have taken me to try to produce this if I didn't, just get lucky? When I bought the snake from Justin Kabilka, the female, I realized that it probably was going to have a chance of being of hypo, and I knew I was going to breed it to a head hypo male, so it worked out. Shit, my daughter is having fun with the snake. All right, let's leave the snake alone, Shayla. Let's move on to the next video. All right, the last clutch I want to show you today that's hatching out here, I don't even think it's shed yet completely, but is my carpet python clutch. I bred my visual snow carpet. I'm going to show you that when we wrap up. And I produced him a couple years ago, and he finally was ready to breed. I bred him back to his mother, which was a double het snow, which is a albino axanthic, and which obviously dramatically increased my odds of being able to hit on the visual snow, which is albino axanthic. It also ensured that all the babies that weren't visuals would be hets, essentially 100% hets, rather than 66% hets when you breed double het to double het. So, having said that, let's see what we got. It was a very small clutch. It was only 6 babies. It was small, but we did really good odds-wise. Here's an axanthic. If you look at the eye on this, it's silver eye. Silver eye tells you axanthic. So this is an axanthic that's 100% het albino, or as we say, 100% het snow. And you can see the axanthic gene takes the yellows out. You almost have like a black and white looking animal here. And this snake is really nice. This is going to be hard to let go. He's really, really pretty cool. These guys have been doing excellent. They're going to be leaving the incubator now because I think most of them shed, and the ones that haven't, as soon as they do, we're going to put them and set them up in some tubs. I found that, you know, carpets could be a pain in the neck to get starting eating. What my new strategy is, and I've told you this over the last couple of videos, is I don't feed them for quite a while. I give them almost a month. I get them get nice and hungry, and then when they start really, really getting hungry, then you throw some, you know, little mini hoppers or crawlers in there, fuzzies, and they eat. And that's been my strategy. So there's my axanthic. To complement the axanthic, we have a nice albino here. Now, you got to remember, carpet pythons go through an ontogenetic color change. That means that they don't have their true colors until a year into their life. So after a year, they change color, and this will get bright white and yellow. This guy will probably get even a little lighter, but even, you know, more contrast to him. And it's funny because this is albino 100% head snow or 100% head axanthic. This is axanthic 100% head albino. This would be a great pair if they are a pair because you can produce snows and everything would be 100% that you didn't hit on. And these two were the original snakes that were bred together. Not these two, obviously. An albino was bred to an axanthic. We produced double heads, and that's how I originally produced my original snow, double head to double head. So it's kind of cool that we got one of each. We also got really, really lucky in this clutch. Oops, I'm getting a little bite here. Here's another axanthic we produced. So we produced two axanthics here. Really, really cool. And actually I think we produced the third axanthic too, but this guy's weird because he's got something going on with his eye here. So we got, so we got 3 visual axanthics that are 100% head for snow. This guy's got like a bulgy eye, and I don't know what the problem is. It looks like the eye's under there. It's like there's like a membrane over it. I've been putting antibiotics on it, cream on it. I don't know if that's going to solve the problem or not, but we did very well odds-wise. So we hit all visuals, and then we actually got super lucky, and we hit the double recessive on 2 snakes. We got 2 snows here. Look at that. These are albino axanthics, and they both look really healthy with no defects whatsoever. And if you see when they're first born, they look super white. You know, they will get some pattern to them, a little bit of yellowing in there. Not much. I'll show you my male after we look at this clutch. So I got very lucky in this, and once again, that's what happens when you breed a visual to a double het. You have much better odds of hitting visuals. I hit all visuals. I got no double hets, which is pretty amazing, even on such a small clutch. So we beat, the odds gods were with us on this one, and I promise you guys one of these will be available. I've been holding back all the snow and moon glow stuff I've been producing because ultimately I'd like to have a pure breeding colony of those, but I got to sell something, so probably one of these will go. I don't think I've sexed them. I think we got a male and a female. Pablo, my guy who works for me, might have sexed these, but these are super, super cool. Nothing better than a white carpet python. So if anyone's interested in these, they're going to go very fast probably. I'm not even going to list them. I'm sure someone will buy them from me before I even list them. And I love carpets. I really do, and I wish I could keep more, but I want to build some cages where I can kind of like give them the ability to climb a little more, because they do like to climb, and they're not like ball pythons love to be in small confined tubs. Carpets definitely need more room, so I have mine all in cages, especially the big females. And so these guys are really cool. We're going to set these up and hopefully get them eating. Meanwhile, my 2020 clutch right now is up and available for sale. I believe, yeah, the 2020 clutch is up and available on Morph Market. There's a few that aren't listed on there yet, some of the higher end ones, but if you guys want to get involved in the project, some of the 66% double head snows are available, and you guys can get in at a very reasonable price. And you know what? You never know. A couple years from now, you hit that snow, you've made out like a bandit. All right, guys, let's take a look at the male and we'll wrap this thing up. All right, snake fans, that's going to do it for today. Here's my beautiful male snow that I produced a couple years ago, and he was a successful first-time daddy this year. You saw his babies just now, and he will be in the breeding rotation for sure again this season. And as you can see, he's predominantly white, but he's got yellow patterning in him, and that's why we're going for the moon glow. And I think I might have produced a moon glow last season. I didn't produce one this year. I didn't hit on it. We will see once it gets a little bigger, because it's pretty white still, the moon glow that I produced, or the one that I thought I produced. But the snows are really cool anyway. I think this guy's awesome. Eventually I will produce moon glows on a regular basis, but it's just taking a little longer to really hit it. But I'm going to try again this year to get some moon glows. And like I said, I'm holding back all the potential moon glows so that I can breed moon glow to moon glow at some point, produce full moons, and then we'll have white carpets finally here in the U.S. consistently, and I'll be able to make them available to you guys, the public. Anyway, I hope you liked today's clutch. We got some amazing, amazing snakes that I showed you guys. I love that black pastel clown that we produced, or the black pastel banana clown, I should say. It's off the charts. It's more than I could have ever hoped for. That's the truth of the matter. And I love my carpets. If you guys are interested in anything, hit me up. Let me know before I put these things up. I usually wait for a couple months before putting up snakes anyway. But if you like something, let me know. And if you like these videos, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. We'll see you back tomorrow.